So how much it costs to actually build a pyramid? Let's see. Once you went to the website and you know which pyramid you want to buy, you contact me. And in this stage is when we talk about the price of the pyramid, where is the location of the land, the type of ground, the shipping time, and the construction time, and the method of payment. Usually we do it with two payments. So let me show you. We go to the next slide. So scientific assistance and material contribution. This is what Pyramid Casa offers. The scientific assistance, you get it for free in vitalpyramid.com, pyramidcasa.es, a lot more information than Vital Pyramid, because Vital Pyramid is a translation of Pyramid Casa. In videos too, there is some already translated, but you can always ask via email or Telegram. And books are not translated, there is just one, a small one. And the material contribution. Here I separated in two parts, the A and B. The A is you make two payments. The first payment, you will receive this, which is the blueprints to build the base, the blueprints for plumbing and electricity in case you want that in your pyramid, and the effect control system. You can know more about the effect control system if you go to vitalpyramid.com and you scroll all the way down, Pyramid Effect Control System. I will take you here. Then, while you're building the base, we are working on the aluminum structure. Once we have it cut and numbered, we perform the chipping. So the payment is made two parts. First payment, you receive this. Second payment, you receive that. Now, the aluminum structure. Here I want to show, for example, we have the line Sekhmet, Bastet, and Vital. In the line Sekhmet, because we buy the aluminum in sheets, we have to cut them and extrude them depending on the model. In this case, the 6x6 meters is your best option, talking about price and size. In the Bastet line, the 9x9 is your best option, talking about price and size. In the Vital line, we have the 11x11, which is your best option for two floors. 11 and 12 is two levels pyramids. In the moment you go to 13 meters, 14 and 15 meters, you have a third floor already there, and your best option would be 15 by 15. Here is another detail you have to be aware. We have two designs. One of them touches the ground, and the second one is lifted from the ground. This design is used to gain space. It's all it does. It gives you some space. The only disadvantage I see, this one from this one, is that here you cannot sleep in the anti-pyramid, in the floor, because of the anti-pyramid. Again, you want to know some about the anti-pyramid, you go to vitalpyramid.com, you go all the way down, and here is a link, it says anti-pyramid, and it shows you the difference between pyramid and anti-pyramid. Yeah, but maybe your land is, you need a little bit more room, so you can do this design and you get more room in your pyramid without having to make a smaller pyramid in order to fit in your land. And here I have a series of images to show you the process from beginning to end, so you have a better idea. This is the process to build a Sekhmet with the base. So here we go. That's why it's important to know the type of ground and where it's located, because in this case it was built right on a hill. So you have to bring the excavator and make this cut here in order to level the pyramid. Then here is what you receive with the first blueprints, how to build this. But for that we need to know where it's located in order to design the base. So at this stage is when you prepare, install the control effect system and the drainage depending on the design of your pyramid. Another point to consider, the access to the land. In this case, it was difficult to bring the concrete truck. They could just bring it right here and dump it, but they have to contract this special truck with this thing to be able to pour the concrete. So something to consider too. Once the concrete base dry, we install the control effect system. Here it says, we control the power of the pyramid to avoid unpleasant sensations, but without losing its effects. The effects of the pyramid, obviously. And we start laying down the frame. Now, I'm not an architect, so I don't know why it's built this way, but must be a reason. So you see, you need 2 people to build this. You already bought the aluminum structure, the scientific assistance, and the control effect system. You have to consider the concrete base and labor as an extra. It's another view. All of this is in the blueprints. So once the base is finished, it will take about probably 2 to 3 weeks to dry, depending on the weather. And after this, you will receive the aluminum. It's with the second payment. You receive the aluminum extruded and cut and numbered, and with blueprints to build the aluminum structure. And believe it or not, at this stage, the pyramid is already working. That's why we have to install the control effect system before. And you have to consider hiring someone who knows how to weld it. And this is the end result. And now we start with the inside walls. 2 people. And that's it. Another view. Next step, insulation. Also to consider in the cost. And this is optional. This is a thin layer of aluminum to make this pyramid a Faraday cage, which in this case, in the pyramid segment, probably make this pyramid segment a Faraday cage, it will cost $5,000 to $6,000, and you get a Faraday pyramid cage. But again, it's optional. And wood again on top. You need only 2 people to do this. Unless you want to go faster, then you hire more. Or you invite friends. Depending on the case. And here is impermeabilization, like make it waterproof. And other layers of stuff that I don't know the names. But they come also in the blueprints. And yeah, after that, you can do any finishing with your pyramid. You can finish with wood, another layer of wood, and the inside also you can change the inside with another layer of wood or tiles like this one or this one. The base can be different. Like all these details we agree upon before the first payment. So I hope it's clear, and yeah, if you want to know more about pyramids, remember to go to vitalpyramid.com, and you can contact me in Vital Pyramid Network at Telegram or in vitalpyramid.com contact, send me this or to these emails. Thank you.